Yeah. Ah! It's Star Stacker time! Gotta love this game. So we're gonna do a good old-fashioned story mode playthrough. And I'm gonna pick this name here. Because, why continue the story mode when I can, just play it from the beginning? Better yet, if I do it on professional difficulty. Let's see if we can get Grill. I'm gonna try to, make Grill my goal. Yes, delete the data. Sorry. I'm not gonna read this, I'm sorry. I've translated this into my own words and whatever. I know there's a fan translation for this game. I know Rainbow Resort translated these. I kind of just ignored those and made my own thing. But I'm not going to I'm not gonna read this because, to be honest, I don't even remember what all of it says. It's basically that there's a star flying outside Popstar. Then Dee notices it and it's like, I kind of like that star. I want it for myself, and he freaking shoots it down with a cannon. That's what this opening cutscene is. I don't remember all the words. And honestly, it's a bit complicated. Well, it's a bit complicated for me to remember exactly every line. That's because, it's this is the longest part of, continuous words. And it was also kind of exhausting for me to, translate this specific part compared to every other part. Anyway, this is Mr. Star, also known as Hoshi-kun. And he got shot by a cannon and is falling. It's really sad. In fact, it's so sad that even Kirby is sad. I mean, Kirby's probably more sad that he got a bump on his head more than anything, but I mean, he's sad. Also, he has a teepee. Why does Kirby have a teepee? Maybe he went camping, I don't know, but I'm only just noticing this and it seems very off. Do I need to... Okay, thank you, I don't have to press the button. So we're gonna find Waddle Dee. Mr. Star notices that he has a star piece, which is probably being used as the tip of his parasol now that I think about it. And Waddle Dee is all like, no way, no way, no way, I'm not giving you that piece. And then Mr. Star gets all angry and stuff. That's what happened. There was definitely nothing else that happened. Anyway, the way to play this game in competitive mode is to get chains, which I'm definitely good at. I'm saying this somewhat sarcastically. Waddle Dee is almost dead already. I've barely done anything to him. Okay, well I say he's almost dead, but really all that happened was the panic music. He's throwing a big freaking chain at me apparently, based on that high-pitched one-up that he did twice. Dude, you're still on the easy difficulty. Calm down. Please don't make me lose to him. I'm not going to be very happy to Freaking Waddle Dee. Is he in panic? He's in panic mode again. What's he doing? I'm like barely doing anything to him. I'm not getting any chains. He's freaking out. In case it needs to be said, what panic mode is, it's when there are like only 2 rows left for the middle 2 columns. Dude, how is he getting these crazy chains? You're like supposed to be the easiest opponent. I know this is professional difficulty, but like, dude, chill out a bit. Since we're on an easy difficulty as well, like the Kirby smiley face, the most amount of rows you can penalize the person with is 3. He's gonna die. Finally. Anyway, first victory. No, I lost. I don't. And then he, like, you know, gives you the star piece back because he's a decent human being. So because we didn't lose to him, we get the perfect star, which is a light green for some reason. This is Pie Brother Jr. For some reason, he knows Mr. Star's name, despite, like, probably having only just met him. He also wants more star pieces, despite the fact that Mr. Star only has 1 to his name now. Meanwhile, Kyne's all like, "No!" I'm not exaggerating. That is actually what he said there. He's like, "Oh no!" I mean, this should work. Like, I'm decent at getting, like, the most basic chain, which is not saying much. But I mean, like, you know, it gets the job done. It's honest work. Anyway, Pie Brother Jr. is still at, like, the smiley face difficulty. So, the most that either of us can punish each other with is 3 rows. I'm only gonna send 1 row his way. He's got plenty of space anyway, so he's not, like, in any real danger. Yet. Meanwhile, he's getting all these sick combos on me. They're not actually that sick, but I mean, like, he is getting combos on me. I do want to be wary. So I'm just gonna, like, try to get rid of as many blocks in the middle 2 columns as I can. It's the best course of action. Now I'm in panic. But I mean, I should be able to scrape out. Hopefully. Now we're getting some sick combos, and by... I mean, I got a 5, 6... That's a 6, at least. I'm only going to penalize him with 3 rows, but I mean... that's the limit for this difficulty. He's also going to punish me with 3 rows. Apparently he's panicking, but like... It's like no reason for him to panic right now. Excuse me. And I'll just... I mean, at this point, like, any chains beyond a 4 chain, which will give me the max of 3 rows in this difficulty, are really just useful for, like, getting rid of blocks. Doesn't really serve of much any other purpose. But once we get to higher difficulty, it'll matter. Alright, so that was a while, but he lost. He's all like, and oof and stuff. And then he also begrudgingly gives you the star piece back and has sour grapes and whatever. It's like, I don't need it. Whatever, man. I mean, I only got, like, broken bones and my eyes don't function properly. Well, which song? The You Won? The cutscene song where you won? Or, like, the actual song of, fighting him? This is Lovely. Lovely's kind of a jerk. I actually don't even remember what Lovely says here. Lovely is just that disappointed, but it's just that forgettable, apparently. Alright. Right, so let's just get rid of stuff. Get rid of more stuff. And getting rid of the stuff is a very good idea. Getting rid of stuff is generally good. Well, except when it isn't, I guess, but like, don't talk about that. Man, look at that sick combo that I did. Is Lovely just gonna kill herself? I think she might. Well, I mean, she keeps those columns clear. But I'm gonna attack her with 2 of them. She's gonna die. Nope, okay, not like that, I guess. Lovely, you're gonna frickin' die. The moment I attack... Oh, she's already dead. How is Lovely the easiest one we've fought so far? It's purely based on, like... Here, like, Lovely is just, like, panting or something, is like, or laughing, is like, do what you want? Something like that. That kind of thing. Now we got Nucleic Joe, who is like, yeah! Yeah! I don't remember what the third one was. I couldn't read it in time because he's actually like talking pretty fast. As you do when you're screaming while fighting. Which has a name, but I forget what it is called. If anybody wants to like remind me what the name is for like when you like shout to release like energy when you're fighting. It does have a particular name. I forget what it's called. The only reason why I know is because I was trying to translate what the heck Knuckle Joe was saying. Because apparently Knuckle Joe Doriaz. Also, if Knuckle... Alright. I probably shouldn't be surprised about the fact that Lovely was easier than the past 2 opponents. Because there does seem to be like a weird complex to this game where like the quote-unquote harder opponent is somehow easier than the easier opponent because of like it's based on like how they play or something. Like I guess like harder quote-unquote opponents play more recklessly. He's getting some serious combos on me though. That's a 5, 6? Not bad. That's 5 rows on him, which I think is the maximum you can do at this difficulty, the angry face. Yeah, so angry face difficulty, you can do like 5 rows at somebody. Now Knuckle Joe is sad that his training was not good enough. So this might arguably get easier as I go on. So this is honestly a weird thing for me to translate. Because the only thing that Chef Kawasaki says is I originally interpreted it as like humming, but apparently it's also the sound for like somebody sniffing. And since he's, you know, cooking, I personally came to the assumption that he's just sniffing what he's cooking. That's basically my interpretation of that whole thing. Blocks are now falling a lot faster, which is gonna make this kind of hectic. And we've now entered like the game's 3rd difficulty by like the wide-eyed Kirby. Those big ol' eyes. And, I mean, yeah. So, at this difficulty, the maximum amount of rows that you can penalize somebody with is 7. And I am penalizing him with 6. Not too shabby. He might die. He might just die, like, very soon. I'm sending another 2 rows his way. The MT and the number that shows up on your side after you perform a chain will tell you, like, how many rows you're sending to your opponent. That's what that is. There's also an indicator in the middle of the play field. I might actually lose this. I'm gonna hope I just make an accidental combo that's strong enough to, like, absolutely destroy him. That was a 6 already! Oh, but he's also doing, like, at least a 6. Ooh, I got a 5 on me. Please don't kill me! Okay, it's giving me breathing room. It's only 2. Come on! I really need to get out of here before things go sour. No, stop that. He's giving me 7 rows. The moment he can, he's giving me 7 rows. I do not appreciate that. That's a lot of rows. Oh, but I'm getting some breathing room because I'm getting a chain. Whenever you get a chain that's like this long, use your time to, like, think about what your next move is going to be. That is a 12! Is the game lagging? Because of, like, the sheer destructive force of what I did? Oh god, but Kawasaki is also getting, like, a massive combo. I might be dead. Darn it, he got me. Alright. So, here's something that I need to mention. If you want to get a perfect star, say no. This is continue, this is quit, choose quit, and then you can just pick the fight again on the map, and then you can do it again, and it'll act like that previous match never happened. Oh, come on, give me something that's worth my time. And that's like a 3 combo, at 3 chain right there. Not too much, but I mean, nothing to sneeze at. Or is that the same thing? I don't know. Nothing to sneeze at? I feel like I don't quite know what that actually means. Because, like, Kawasaki, are you gonna kill yourself? Kawasaki, are you gonna kill yourself? You are dangerously close, and then you're giving a chain. Okay. Okay, maybe not quite. What was I going on about? Shoot. Oh yeah. Nothing to sneeze at. Like, what does nothing to sneeze at mean? Because I don't know if it means like not too bad, or if it means it's oh, that's nothing special. I don't know what nothing to sneeze at means. Does it mean not that special, or does it mean that's kind of decent? I don't know what turning up your nose at means either. And Kawasaki's dead. It means pretty impressive, sure, okay, that's good. So anyway, even though I lost to him and his butt is on fire, he's going like, that's like a Japanese thing. So even though I lost to him earlier, because I chose to quit and then came back, it didn't remember the loss, and so I got the perfect star anyway. Wait, Kirby! And then Kirby's only line of dialogue in the story is just exclamation points and angry face. Yes, the chi means too hot, which makes sense because Kawasaki's on fire. That's not very helpful to me, game, if I were to tell you. Alright, I mean, I guess I'll just, like... Oh, I can do that. That'll get rid of more stars. Granted, the goal of the game is... Or the goal of the competitive mode is not to get rid of stars. The goal of competitive mode is to get more chains. Stars are useful for every mode in the game that isn't competitive, which is story mode and versus. Score attack, round clear, time attack, round clear, and challenge mode. Getting rid of stars in particular is very important, whereas in competitive, it's just about the chains. That's 5, 6, and that's gonna be it because I ruined that. I'll get rid of that. And then Meta Knight died. Wow. No struggle against Meta Knight. So this line I've translated basically means, well, see you later. But like if I were to like say it as Meta Knight, I'd probably see we will meet again. Alright, let's see how well I do against Deity. Deity is either going to be like a slight something of a pushover like Meta Knight, or he's actually going to be hard. But Deity now has the final difficulty, the 4th and final difficulty, which you don't experience in story mode normally. You only experience this on professional. Otherwise, you just get the 3rd hardest difficulty. So, also, this is that one theme that's like unused in Kirby's Return to Dreamland for some reason, and also is the basis for the Mass Deity theme. How is he already in a panic? He must be planning something. I swear, I've like barely done anything to the man, and he's already like, oh no, oh no, oh no! No, he's planning something. You heard that 1-up sound. How much is he gonna do? He's gonna kill me. Alright, quit. You gotta love it when, like, he just, like, perfectly kills you. I say that sarcastically, it's kind of the worst. I mean, I don't know, man. Christ, dude! I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead? Well, thanks for not killing me this time. Also, well, I said getting rid of stars doesn't matter as much in competitive mode. Getting rid of stars still matters in the case of, like, getting space to work with? It's gonna be kind of important if you ask me! If you don't get rid of the stuff that's in the middle 2 columns fast enough, you're gonna get screwed. Okay, I'm sending 3 rows his way. Another 2 rows. Another 2 rows, he might die. Doesn't look like it though. Seems like he's retaliating pretty strong. Come on! God dang it, he got me. I'm actually glad that you have, like, the ability to quit, at least. So that you don't have to, like, just keep on doing it and then wait to get the perfect star. You can get a perfect star in whatever attempt you're doing. Well, I'm basically just playing, like, survival mode. Where I'm just, like, putting down blocks as quick as possible to, like, get rid of the middle columns to the most that I can. Not really focused on doing combos, and to be fair, most of the time I'm not focused on doing combos in story mode anyway. I do try to focus on combos when I play this game in multiplayer versus. I do actually start thinking about it. Because, you know, like, what else are you gonna do? especially when you're not like on the fastest setting, which I do need to do at some point. Apparently, if you like win like 30 rounds on the highest difficulty in versus, please don't kill me. Can you give me something useful? You actually like get something for it. But of course, you actually have to unlock the highest difficulty for versus mode in the first place, which I guess would probably be from doing the second highest difficulty enough times. I'm dead. He is just pounding me. Like I can't deal with him. I mean, so this game has like completion has a. It doesn't have like an indicator. Well, sorry. This game has what it considers a completed state, and that is when you have defeated Grill in story mode, where you have been every level in round clear mode, when you have gotten 200 stars in challenge mode, where you've gotten 200 stars in time attack, and when you have when you've gotten 30 wins, he's dead, 30 wins on the highest difficulty setting in versus mode. Kirby will have a crown on the title screen. And that's what you get. Why does this keep happening to me? Blah! And then Squishy is there for some reason. It's like hooray or something. Hooray, yeah! And then Mr. Star just talks a bunch. And he says thank you, Kirby. And then he says bye-bye. And then he's never seen again except in cameos. Also, do you honestly think that this character should be a dream friend? Like, I'm pretty sure you're just joking, but like, actual thoughts. Also, they only made Dream Friends out of main series entry characters, so he wouldn't have been a Dream Friend anyway. Yeah, there's no reason to make Mr. Star a Dream Friend. But come on, man, we need to. We need a representative for this game. Well, he was Kirby Star Always too. He would still be a Dream Friend. It's not a difference. Not that much of a difference. Unless like Kirby Star Allies 2 is like a spin-off game, and thus we have to include all of the spin-off characters. Although at that point, people would probably still clamor for Grill instead of Mr. Star. But it's also like, what would Grill even be? Like, I was talking about the original Star Allies when it came to main series games, because that's literally what they did. They even mentioned it in like an interview or something. It's like, we only picked characters from the core games, which is why we didn't add Drasha and like Prince Fluff. Those are real things. One hypothetical sequel, yes, they can do whatever they want. Duh. Because hypothetical sequel doesn't exist. Man, look at this Milky Way Wishes background. Oh, and who's that character? Who, when they appear as a Dream Friend, will just be a clone of Cleaning or something. Hey, hey, hey! And yes, that is hey, hey, hey. It's almost the exact same thing as Mark's. I'm not joking. Show me what you got. Alright, watch me die horribly. It's very possible that I might. Okay, I can't really do anything with these bricks. Okay, I can do things with these bricks now. No, that's not where I wanted to place that! No, 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 no! Don't do that to me. I hate it when that happens. I'm gonna die. No, put it where I... Can you please? Can you please give me something useful? Okay, it's helping a little bit. Not really, though. I need you to give me useful stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I don't know what... Okay, well, I can just, like, quick drop it. Oh, that's not a good piece to get most of the time. Except that's... I guess that's not terrible. I got a 6 mounted. 6 rows on them. Please let me pound! Please let me pound! Thank you. I love these accidental combos. Can I get a Rick? Please don't! Gosh, they got me. Dang. And guess what? You don't even get a choice to refight them. They just freaking leave. It's like, oh, you're not that strong. Well, better luck next time. Heart. But, one last thing. Excuse me, just for a brief sec. Come on. Work with me here. If... Alright, player 2, you can be a guest for all I care. So... it's whatever. It doesn't matter. You can unlock a higher difficulty than this. I don't entirely know how. It's probably just, like, do enough... get enough wins on this difficulty and you'll get the next one. But, so you got Kirby, you got Waddle Dee, you got Poppy, not Poppy Bros, not Poppy Bros Jr., Poppy. Completely different character. You got Lovely, you got Knuckle Joe. Knuckle Joe, shut up. I know it's a dumb joke. I also love how, like, on the stream, only the blue one... This is so dumb! Like, both the red and the blue borders are flickering. On the stream, though, only the blue one is flickering, but on my stream capture, only the red one is flickering. That's so hilarious and makes no sense to me. Moving on! Cook Kawasaki. It's Jeff Kawasaki. Get over yourself. Mennonite. Dee-dee-dee, or as they say, da-da-da. And last but not least, Kirby! No. If you grill, yeah, grill, yeah. If you are playing on a file or name as they are, if you're using a name that has story mode data that has beaten Grill, at least on amateur difficulty, because like why would you need to beat Grill on professional? That's dumb. If you beat Grill, you have the ability to play as Grill. And that's all I really came to show. Well, I mean, there's one more thing I could show. I will. This is dumb. Give me a hot sec. You can't play as Mr. Star because Mr. Star isn't a real character. This is why he can't be a Dream Friend in Kirby Star Allies 2. Anyway, records. These are my personal records, except for like, well, okay, like here, there's the top one's my challenge score. I could do more probably, but whatever. My time attack is 161, except that's a lie. I think my best time attack is like 172 or something, but I made a restore point. I made a restore point, and I got 172, and then I undid that restore point. And there's a very particular reason why I did that, which I know is probably complicated. Also, wait, why do I not have 200 stars? Whatever, we'll get over that when we get to that. Round clear, underneath that, 100%. Story mode, last opponent was Grill. Time was 1859. Versus mode, I don't have any records for because I haven't played versus mode on my personal file. This one, wait. Oh, that's literally what I just did. The 16, 17, that's what I just did. But if we go here, you can see my other challenge scores and also the dummy scores. Round clear, story mode. Yeah, my last story mode was 1814. Yeah. Nothing in versus yet. And time attack. I'm sad that I don't have the 172, but it'll hopefully get buried under everything else. Anyway, I do plan... Well, this sounds slightly silly, but I do plan to make names for friends on here so that, you know, when we do versus mode, we can actually keep track of that information. But more importantly, so that you guys can play as Grill. I will pretty much, like, if you want me to make you a name that has Grill unlocked, I will go through the effort to do that. It's not a hard thing to do. I didn't change my stream title. That's not a big deal. Anyway, preferably, I would give you the, I would give you Grill if I know that you've beaten Grill. Preferably, you deserve Grill if you've beaten Grill. I am open to giving you Grill, even if you haven't beaten Grill, but ideally, you should beat Grill. I don't care if it involves save states and restore points. If you need to use restore points to deal with Grill, so you don't have to refight Deity every time you want to fight Grill, that's fine. I got no qualms with that. But please fight and defeat Grill first before asking. Or preferably, not gonna force it on you, wherever. So yeah. I've only played versus mode on using another friend's game because this is an SNES game or Super Famicom game. It's not an online game. You can't have your stats be on both versions of the game. That's stupid. And it's also sad. But because I'd like those versus records be on my thing. But there's not really much I can do about that. So I'll just deal with it, man. It's not really much else to tell me besides Harvest Moon! And also that I played and beat Kirby's Avalanche and it was a torturous experience and I don't want to do it again. Because I suck at Puyo. I am bad at it. Meta Knight killed himself for me. Speaking of, let me see if I can find that video of Meta Knight killing himself. Yeah. Freaking thing. There he is. Watch Meta Knight kill himself. Watch him. It'll be great. It'll be the dumbest thing. Because it is. Like, I didn't do anything. Meta Knight just killed himself. I did not do anything of significance to deserve that win. But I won. This game is dumb sometimes. That's really all I have to say. I popped like 2 things of Puyo's and that's it. I did not deserve that win. But hey, let me fight Deity. Let me beat the game. And get an epic screenshot about what happens if you make a button combination on the custom screen. But, yep. Alright, that's gonna be it for tonight. I gotta remember to do WarioWare tomorrow or something. So that I can actually like finish that. I also have to remember to get rid of some dumb videos in my thing so that I can actually maybe possibly record the last 30 seconds of the Puros doing the best Space Cadet fanantics that they are doing. I don't know why they're Space Cadets and why they're doing fanantics, which is not even a word, but they're doing it! Maybe, possibly, I don't know. I don't predict the future. I'm not a psychic. That's gonna do it for tonight. Since I am alone next week for almost the entirety of it, I am going to make an effort to stream more often. I don't have exact plans for most of next week, though, as far as like what specifically I'm going to play. I'll try to think about it. I also don't want to be like overwhelming, but like since I only have like a week, I don't know, maybe think about this like every other day or something. I'll probably crunch out like 3 streams or something. I don't know. Unless I like do consecutive days, but I mean I don't know. I don't want to bombard you guys with streams. But I also want to be able to stream more. And the fact that I'm basically restricted to Friday or Saturday due to life kind of sucks. But anyway, thanks for being here. I have my love flavored water still. I will see you later. Maybe we'll play Amazing Mirror or something.